So, hi guys, very good afternoon, all of you. Welcome back. So, today, let us start with chapter 7. In the previous session, we have successfully completed functional strategies. We have discussed in detail marketing strategies, finance strategies, logistics, production, operations, human resources. All these things we have seen. After that, the next topic, chapter 7, is organization and strategic leadership, as you see on the screen. Then we are left with one more chapter, that is chapter 8, that speaks about strategy, implementation, and control. Okay, so if you look at your syllabus, the syllabus is very carefully drafted. Okay, the syllabus is very carefully drafted. So first, they have given you in the basics, introduction to strategic management. What are various ingredients like, vision, mission, objective, these kind of things in chapter 1 and 2. And then they have eventually taken you to corporate strategies and then business strategies and then functional strategies in chapters 4, 5, and 6. Then chapter 7 and 8, we are traveling towards strategy implementation. So if you see the strategy as a cycle, there are two important aspects. So rather, I tell it in my style that strategy, if it is a coin will have two sides, right? Heads and tails. So the two sides of coin are, first side is strategy formulation, which is actually very important. Second thing is strategy implementation, which is actually much more important. Now, let me ask you one question. To pass CA inter exams, just, trying to give you some practical insights. So all of you in the chat box, tell me, to pass CA inter examinations, what is important? Having a proper academic plan and resources is important, or implementing the timetable, writing tests, exams and all, and preparing well, is this required? That means plan is important or implementing the plan is important? All of you tell me. Hi Brinda, you are there?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, madam, what is important? Plan is important or implementing the plan is important?
So having a plan and not implementing is not a good idea. So implementation is also important.
So do you agree with me if I say whether the student is a foundation student or inter student, single group student or both group student, or CA final student, direct entry student or foundation route student, whoever it is, whatever the background of the student is, whatever the course the student is studying, don't you think some plan they will prepare for exams? If exams are coming, whoever the student is, some plan they will prepare, no?
Yes, sir.
Where they fail?
Implementation.
Implementation they fail, and majority of the students fail in preparation of plan also, because plans will be too unrealistic. For example, a student studying CA foundation or a student studying CA intermediate, he's like, EIS, five chapters are there, one day one chapter, 5 days EIS is over. This is the aggression when you are writing exam for the first time. Then you realize what is EIS, no? You understand my point, Vrinda?
Yes, sir.
So you should know the volume of the task, and you should know your SWOT, your own strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. So one side you should know what is the task, one side you should know what is your level, because every student is not having same mind, same reception, same attitude, same memory, same hardworking skills, same analysis, same understanding. They are different. Every student is different. Every organization is different. Every situation is different. Every business is different. So even for developing strategies, you need extreme quality brains. That is why in lesson 1, limitations of strategic management, in that first thing we have written is cost and brains. It is too much of time consuming activity. Strategy management involves a lot of cost, lot of efforts, and lot of brains, intellect. Okay, you cannot do strategic analysis or strategy implementation taking 4 clerks and 2 apprentices. No, you need strategist. You need a top level guy. You need experienced guy. You need guy who can understand the globe, not just your product. That is the reason they do internal analysis, external analysis, that pest analysis. Pest is also external analysis only, but in some countries they call it pest, P-E-S-T. Okay, after that your SWOT analysis, after that your functional SWOT analysis, after that your marketing SWOT analysis, after that you, along with that, you know, this competitive analysis, external environment, government policy. So you need to consider these many things to develop a plan. Acha, Suno, tell me one thing. Indian cricket team has a coach, right? Indian cricket team has a coach. Hello, yes or no? Who's the coach? Vridha, any idea about cricket, or it is not your cup of tea?
Sir, I'm into football.
Okay. Have you heard the name Rahul Dravid?
Yes, sir.
We used to, you know, cherish him a lot. He's one of very good cricketers. Not, you know, in his time, all time, one of all time. So he is the coach. Okay. Now imagine you are Virat Kohli, or you are Rohit Sharma, or you are KL Rahul. Already you have put the maximum efforts a human being can put, your dedication levels, your discipline, everything is extreme. Only then you will become Rohit Sharma or Virat Kohli. Okay. So if you are lazy, you cannot become. People feel Rohit Sharma is lazy, but actually he is not. When it comes to cricket, he is not. He's definitely not. So imagine you are number one, like, you know, you are Rafael Nadal, or you are, you know, Djokovic, or you are this Virat Kohli, or you are Sachin Tendulkar, you are Cristiano Ronaldo, you are Messi. But do you know you'll have a coach? Now imagine if the coach comes and tells Cristiano Ronaldo how to kick a penalty corner, how funny and how stupid it is. Isn't it? Do you think anyone can teach Lionel Messi how to handle the ball? Anyone can teach Rohit Sharma how to pull a shot? Do you think they will teach you? Do you think they will say, hey, Virat Kohli, hold the bat like this. If this ball comes, you need to play like this. Are you kidding me? That is LKC coach. When you are holding bat for the first time in your life, then coach will tell like that. Now you tell me, for all these established players, is coach required? Do you think a coach is still required for Virat Kohli or for Rohit Sharma? Everybody is saying yes. Now you tell me, watch Rahul Dravid will do. Watch what Rahul Dravid will do. Will he wake up? Will he wake all these guys, Indian cricket team, at 4 o'clock in the morning, and like how in Check the India movie or the Coach Carter movie, they show how the coach takes all these people, run before that India gate, and show that you know, Indian patriotism to them, take them to gym. He will not teach you anything. What they do, you know, what all these people they do, you know, strategy. What are the resources I have? If I'm playing with Australia, with how many bowlers, how many batsmen, how many all-rounders I need to play? If this is the pitch condition, who will be my main weapon? How many seamers I need to have? How many spinners I need to have? With this player, what should be ideal combination? For that particular player in the opponent team, what should be my trap? How can I, you know, trap him? For example, when Sachin is in his prime, Every country, whichever is playing with India, they spend more than 50% of time only to draft, this develop strategies to trap Sachin. Because those days, if Sachin is out, 90% India is gone. The morale is like that. Any other player can surprise you. That is a different story. But the opponent mind, Sachin, till the time he is standing in front of me, I cannot do anything. You could be Sherman or you could be Shoaib Akhtar. Till the time Sachin is there, India chances of winning are 100%. That is how people think, used to think. I mean, people used to think. You understand? So a coach is required not to teach Virat Kohli how to play, but to develop strategies against, if we are playing with Australia, India's SWOT analysis, Australia's SWOT analysis, my team players SWOT analysis, that team players SWOT analysis. So he will come and tell you, hey, listen, your strengths are these areas and your weaknesses are these areas, and the other team, to trap you, they will try to do this back to back. You need to be careful. That is what I will come and tell you, because I am more experienced. You might have thought of it or you might not have thought of it. Then you are probably, maybe if you are youngster, then you are like, yes, maybe they will trap. And if the opponent team captain is like MS Dhoni, khatam, whatever the trap he will throw on you, you cannot even escape. So the main job of this coach, if you are coaching 3rd standard, 4th standard, 5th standard kids, or 6-year, 7-year, 8-year-old kids, then you teach, beta, these many shots will be there. This is the name of the shot. Book cricket is this. This is how you need to handle these things and all. You teach at that level, not when the person is grown up to Virat Kohli level, because he understands cricket maybe better than coach. Maybe better than coach. Ronaldo's coach cannot be a bigger player than Ronaldo when he was playing, but experience counts. Ronaldo will never tell, hey, go, you don't need to teach me anything, I'm a better player. He never tells that. He will be very submissive, because Guruji, experience, brain. So note on this, once your strategy is ready, you need 3 things to implement them. You need how many things? 3 things. Any guesses? What are they? Write down. One. A strategy supportive corporate culture. A strategy supportive corporate culture. So these are things required to implement a strategy. What are the elements required to implement a strategy? Write down the question. What are the elements required to implement a strategy? What are the elements required to implement a strategy? Under that, 1. Strategy supportive corporate culture. 2. An appropriate organization structure. An appropriate organization structure. An appropriate organization structure. 3. Strategic leadership. So corporate culture, organization structure, leadership. Okay, now let us discuss these 3 things. If we discuss these 3 things, chapter 7 will be over. Because in chapter 7, you learn only this corporate culture, organization structure, and strategic leadership. Okay. Vrinda, have you ever heard the word entrepreneur?
Yes, sir.
Sandeep is asking, can you please say the question once more? What are the key elements required for strategy implementation? What are the key elements required for strategy implementation? Okay, so these days you might be watching a lot of Shark Tank kind of, previously reality shows will be only for singing, dancing. Now there are business-based discussions also, business talks. They call it think tank. They call it think tank. Okay, so I'll give you one small example. If you look at startups in India, in US, in these kind of places, startups rate and success rate of startups is very high. In some of the countries, if you look at 100 startups that are successful in the world, maybe 100 or maybe 150 countries are not even in the list. All startups are coming from US. Technology, software startups were coming from US, and now all innovative startups are coming from India. But why every country cannot participate? 100 to 150 countries will not be in the list also. Why, I have been watching a lot of videos. In one of the videos, a person, it is his opinion, maybe I felt more or less he's right. The education system is designed to make you an employee. No education system is designed to make you a businessman. So even in the brought up also, parents have been planting. I remember my granddad saying this. I remember my dad saying this. Study well, you'll get a good job. And when I said I want to start one business, I want to do a project, all my relatives were looking at me as if, beta barbad ho gaya. This person, he's a spoiled child. He is born only to spoil the whole family. Like that, everybody started cursing me literally. He will not give 1 rupee also to me. He has never given 1 rupee also to me. But he is some namesake relative. He comes and says, you have completed chartered accountancy. You have completed cost accountancy. You are starting this business. I'm thinking of idiot you are. So start a business, you are spoiling. That is the mindset. Maybe we are in 2022. I'm doing this on 19th April 2022. So maybe the mindset little changed, but still the mindset is like that. Do you know, when I have come to England and when I started looking at the academic system here, then damn, for the first time I understood one thing. Okay. So many stories you might have read. Bill Gates is a school dropout. Steve Jobs is a school dropout. Mark Zuckerberg is a school dropout. So all these big people who invented exceptionally brilliant projects, they're all school dropouts. You might be knowing that they're college dropouts. But do you know actually what the scenario is? Here, there is no examination system. When there is no examination system, they will give you a task. For example, if you are doing marketing, what is the task? Pick a brand from Europe, which is not existing in other countries, and you need to launch this brand and make it successful in that particular country. What will you do? You need to write in 5,000 words a project report. It cannot be copy-paste assignment. Plagiarism check and all will be there. If you are copying it from Wikipedia or any other domain, artificial intelligence will tell you what is the percentage of content copied from internet. If you submit your Word document, that Word document will be run through one software, and the software tells you 83% of this content is copied from internet. Wicket bowled, you'll be failed. So you will not have exam, you will not have the syllabus, you will not have this curriculum, you will not have this books and all. You will not know internal, no external, nothing. 8 slots, 8 weeks, 8 modules they'll teach you. And then they say, this is your assignment. Do the assignment for 2 months and then submit. So you need to think like an entrepreneur. You need to think like an entrepreneur. Right? The detailing, the level of details required, even if you are doing actual business also, you will not think that much damn. So they work like this. Okay, I have one store like Aldi, ALDI, Aldi store. I am going to launch, in another country. It should not be in Europe, because international marketing, no? So Aldi I am launching in Pakistan, Aldi I am launching in India, Aldi I am launching in Nigeria, Aldi I am launching in Uganda. Then you will do internal analysis, then you will do external analysis, then you will do what style of leadership you want, then you will do what approach towards pricing. Whatever you have learned in strategic management till now, they'll put everything, maybe much more than what you have learned in the class. They'll put everything, and when they are developing the ideas and when they are learning the details, the more they churn, the more they penetrate, the deeper they dig. After that, one day they will come to a point like, why the hell I am studying this? This is my project. Settled in life. Then they drop out. They'll not submit the project to the professor, because this project is your secret. You realized, working that 2 months, you realized, oh my God, this is such a big thing. They realized that, and then they withdraw from the college. It is not that they failed 7th class and they were thrown out of the school. No, it is a wrong. In mind, many people think, oh, Bill Gates is a school dropout. No, it is not a school dropout where he failed and were removed. No, he has a project in hand and he came out of the school to implement the project. All the projects have happened like that. So this is what we call entrepreneur mind. This is called entrepreneur mind. In some countries, this is there in their DNA for maybe 200 years, 300 years, 400 years, or at least 100 years, 50 years. Unfortunately, in India, if you take in India, only 1 or 2 categories of people, they are business doing families. For example, some Sindhis, Jains, okay, like this Marwadi families, Agarwals, Maheshwaris, these families are there. No, they are business doing families. They hail only from 1-2 states, like that Rajasthan you call it, Gujarat you call it. Some people from Punjab, some people. That's all. You go to any other place, either their mind will be, if I do daily labor job, how much I will get? How can I get one office job? How can I get one government job? How can I settle in my life? That is not that you are lazy or your skin is buffalo skin or your skin is thick. You are injected. You are injected. Study, get a job. Study, get a job. Study, get a job. Study, get a job. This is step 1, entrepreneur. Now, I'll tell you second thing. Do you know, in the world, you take all Forbes 500, Fortune 500 companies and all will be there, no? Do you know majority of these companies are having Indian CEOs now? Guys, do you know this? Majority of big companies are having Indian CEOs. Why? Is it because they are entrepreneurs? Is it because they are entrepreneurs? None of them, none of them are entrepreneurs. Do you know what are they called? Any idea what are they called? Now you take Sundar Pichai, you take Satyana Della. Do you think they're entrepreneurs? No. You cannot call them entrepreneur. They are intrapreneurs. Entrepreneur one side, intrapreneur one side. Entrepreneur. Bill Gates is entrepreneur. who has the idea, who started implementing idea, who institutionalized the idea, who commercialized the idea, who exploited the idea, who started, commercial exploitation, who started a business. That guy is entrepreneur. Then a person who has an excellent brain experience, set of skills, who runs the business of others, who runs the business of entrepreneur, is called intrapreneur. Now, Satya Nadella, Sundar Pichai, all these people are intrapreneurs. They have the highest level of skill, but they are not risk takers. They have not started their own businesses. Maybe when they retire, when they are 50 years, 55 years, 60 years, maybe then they will start investing in startups. Then probably they might turn into be entrepreneurs. But today, entrepreneur, they will become at 60. But this Bill Gates kind of people have become entrepreneur at the age of 16, 17, 18, 19. No? Elon Musk is an entrepreneur. Tomorrow, say for example, Sandeep becomes CEO of Tesla. Then Sandeep cannot be entrepreneur. Sandeep will be intrapreneur. But if he starts his own concept, your own startup, then you are called entrepreneur. You understand the difference between what is entrepreneur, what is intrapreneur? Both of them are leaders. Both of them are leaders. This is point number one. Point number two, there are two leadership styles. There are two leadership styles. One set of these are called transactional leadership, transformational leadership. Some leaders, they use structure, strategy, plan, and they are very strict in it. They are called transactional leaders. For example, Mukesh Ambani. Unless everything is with 200% detail on his table, he'll not start anything. If he has started something today, he might have started thinking of it 10 years back. Example, I'll tell you. You know that Reliance Jio 2016, September, October in annual general meeting, they have announced this Jio plan and all. They started, doing this from 2017 onwards. But do you know Reliance Jio as a company, infrastructure, Jio infrastructure and all these companies were incorporated 5 years back. So a company incorporated 5 years back, and 5 to 6 years ahead of, back of this incorporation, he might have started thinking of that. If you know the story, your spine will shiver. If you know the story, 2003, Pramod Mahajan, that time information broadcasting minister, he launched this Reliance Communications when both Anil Ambani and Dhirubhai Ambani, Anil Ambani and Mukesh Ambani were same. That time family, business partition has not yet happened. It happened in 2005. So the partition, the younger brother wanted the partition initially. Okay. That time, petrochemicals was, even today, petrochemicals is one of the biggest businesses of Reliance. So in the family partition, businesses, natural gas to Anil Ambani, petroleum to Mukesh Ambani, this business to this guy, this business to this guy. In that, financials, mutual funds, then ad labs, then entertainment, all these kind of stuff went to Anil Ambani. All of them are emerging with growth rate of 100% or more. That is the reason by 2005 partition happened. By 2008, Anil Ambani has become 6th richest person in the world. All big businesses he has. Mukesh Ambani asked during the partition, give that Reliance Communications to me. That time Reliance Communications is a very small company. Because 2003 end they launched, 2005, 2004 partition discussion started. No. So it is not even 1-2 years. So he said, you give Reliance Communication to me. Anil Ambani said, no, I want that. Then people said, arey yaar, anyway, small business only, no? Petrochemical you are getting, dude, biggest business. Small business your younger brother is getting. Why are you crying? De do. So like this, the mother and other members of partition in the arbitration, they have given that Reliance Communications to Anil Ambani with a condition that whatever business one person is doing, the other should not enter into that business with an exclusivity clause for 10 years. 10 years, you cannot do that business. So 2005 end, Reliance Communication of Reliance Group went to Anil Dhirubhai Ambani Group. They started calling it ADAG, A-D-A-G. Reliance Communication, ADAG. Then Mukesh Ambani decided 10 years I should not do this business. 10 years is over. Next second I will launch this Reliance Communication and I will sweep the country. That is what he has decided in 2006. 2016 Reliance Jio launched. Can you believe? Just after the 10 years exclusivity, he launched it. And it is huge success. Reliance Communication went into liquidation. That is what strategy means. Now you understand brain. Do you know what is Jio? J-I-O. It is the mirror image of oil. Mukesh Ambani's main business is oil, no? Oil, you see in mirror image. O-I-L, J-I-O. I will kill the... You touched my ego. I will show to the whole world what it is. He prepared weapons. If you study about Mukesh Ambani's daughter, Mukesh Ambani's son, they are weapons. Missiles they are. The brain, how they function. You know only about his residence is this cost. In Mumbai, I have seen from outside only, okay, not from inside. Mukesh Ambani's residence and Mukesh Ambani daughter's residence. Oh my God. C-Link will be there. You know, there are a few roads which are very famous for these rich people. When you go to that, you're like, what? This is the house. But you know only that you don't know how the brain works. How the brain works. Dude, 90,000 crores to Mukesh Ambani, 90,000 crores to Anil Ambani, more or less same, 2 lakh crore worth group that was at the time of partition. Mukesh Ambani's 90,000 crores has become 14 lakh crores. 90,000 crores has become 14 lakh crores. Anil Ambani's 90,000 crores has become minus 1,26,000 crores. Can there be a bigger example for a strategist? Come on, dude, you share the blood of same mom, same dad. This is what strategy can do. Unfortunately, Anil Ambani followed the second style of leadership, transformational leadership, where he is, you know, that what we call people should recognize me. So personal branding, hi-fi, I should be, you know, everywhere, wherever I go, I should be in the limelight, in the focus. Nothing wrong in transformational leadership also, but in businesses that might not work. In organizations, transactional leadership works. In politics, maybe transformational leadership works, who use their personal charisma and all. So now we will read the leadership, what is the role of leader, what is meant by functions of leader, and entrepreneur, and transformational and transactional leadership styles. If we do this, leadership episode is over. So shall we go ahead? Hello, go ahead.